Shall I tell you what? Let's go through this now. So, here we go then. Season 9's comic. Today is the day I finally become famous. Last night, with no warning, Olympus computerized terraformation systems initialized the shift of multiple sectors of the floating city to allow a fleet of 15 ships to dock, starting with the Icarus. Within minutes, impossibly large Medusa vines broke through the ship's hulls and overtook the city, destroying power grids, water mains, and even buildings by sunrise. It shouldn't matter, the city's been uninhabited for years and has only been used as an arena for the Apex games until this week. The Syndicate has opened Olympus to the public for the dedication ceremony to honour the legend Pathfinder for his heroism. Upon learning he saved the Outlands, thousands of innocent people have come from all over to attend the celebration of life, just in time for death to come calling. My name is Angela Fazia, and today I make history. Angela Fazia, investigative journalist. Grace Rashid, director of security. Miss Fazia, the Icarus is this way. These aren't your average Medusa vines. Fire, bullets, even liquid nitrogen don't do a damn thing. They're indestructible and they just keep growing. Follow me. Who's the owner? Don't know. Serial numbers were scratched off. Crew dead. How? Does my badge say lead mortician? I'm out. If the floor starts to give, I'd run. My job will lock up when you leave. You're leaving me. What's more important than this? My job will lock up when you leave. Fair enough. Come on, Ange. It's just a tree, that's all. And this is just a flower. And this is... New paint job, scratched off, serial numbers, no cams, someone's covering up the identity of the fleet's owner. What's so important about today, isn't it obvious? Today is the day that I die. Today I stop being Angela and get a new game. Why can't I breathe? Patient 0. Lovely. I'm just the first of many. Horrifying springs to mind. Also, Resident Evil springs to mind. A fatal allergen infects an empty city the same week thousands of people are allowed in. This is no accident. I'd stake my life on it if I had one left. They'd give their all in an attempt to stop this thing. They'll give it their all to attempt to stop this thing. If they succeed, they'll be more than heroes. Caustic's grand experiment. That's the stuff legends are made of. First step's a doozy. Wake up, Silver, you're lying to me. Why are you sleeping under a bench, bro? Why? I'm sorry, I never meant... How'd you know? Lying on a park bench, that is. Ha, I'm just teasing you. Out partying or what? Yeah, that's me. Well, get your gear and let's go. We've got our work cut out for us, ain't seen anything like it. Sergeant Williams, Director Rashid, my boss, she was on duty. She also let that reporter in, Angela Fazia. We go way back, went way back. Next day we find her, bloody eyes, coma, everyone's on edge with that salvo business, and the men ain't going near this thing now. Then you're lucky your woman's here. I'm going in, not without your jump kit, you won't. Sweet Anita, but let a girl buy you dinner before going all mama bear on her. Follow protocol and I may let you. Careful, Sergeant. Think you just agreed to a date. And Andrade, you're 6. The tentacle. So it tries to grab Loba. or succeeds to grab Loba. Or not. Where's that hatch go? It's not a hatch. She went right through the floor into open air. Oof, that's bad. Time to jump and grab her. Since Bangalore clearly has the hots for Loba, it makes sense, right? 9:17 AM. Syndicate Spin, Dr. Jacob Young and Hammond Stooge Cheryl Amachi make contact, want us to do their dirty work again. 10:06 AM. Got my team, best of the best, and Silver, hopefully he's useful again. 10:32. Debrief with the foreman. Lowe's not wearing a jump kit. I call her out again. How much someone I care about, free fall to the death, and all I can think is please God. 10:35 AM. Not again. Yeah, okay, bringing up PTSD is a pretty serious piece of shit right now. Fair enough, I'll give you that one. Oof. Nice way to make an entrance, Valk. Nice way to make an entrance indeed. If I knew beautiful women just fell from the sky, I'd have signed up for the game sooner. I don't know who you are, but you have to let me go. How many girls have heard that? Valk? Ah, Valk knows Ram. And you two know each other. Big surprise. Noah, I gave her wings. We've got to get everyone away from these vines. Stat, wait a damn sec. Nah, Bangs, I trust this one. Evac she wants. Evac she gets. How did I know she was gonna say that? Later. Thanks for the lift. Any sign of Silver? Gibby? Nothing, sister. Maybe he ran away? What's gotten into that boy? Been acting odder than usual since this morning. Any sign of Silver, Gibby? I didn't even see Gibraltar there. Jesus Christ, how do you miss a Gibraltar? He's the size of a rock of Gibraltar. I'm just not fully in it today, can you tell? What's the cure? That's the bad news, Sarge. I didn't ask for bad news. Name's Kyrie Imahara. Call sign Valkyrie. You must stay away from the vines. Could have a fatal reaction to them. Starts with bleeding eyes. 72 hours later, you're in a body bag. Oof. I asked about the cure, because if you're right, I got 3 days to figure out how to survive, so start talking and talk fast. Sheesh. That's pretty bad. Blinded me with science. Nice way to shoehorn in a song, huh? Well, you know why you're here. The legacy antigen. 203 people have already been admitted with bleeding eyes, and that number's climbing by the minute. If Kyrie's right, we've got less than 3 days to find a cure. Great. Grandmere would be so proud, the greatest scientific minds amongst the legends working together to save lives. I'm not exactly in touch with my inner scientist these days. Hey, at least you were one. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just an engineer. Hey, you never know. Some kind of delivery system that can deliver it to masses safely and in quarantine would be a benefit. And you, Alexander Knox, I reckon you're the cause of all this. I encountered the vines when I found my dad's Titan. And then, hey, engineers are helpful. Would you rather glue people's faces to the ground? If you want a giant weed whacker, whatever Crypto said I did, he's lying. Oh, for God's sake, so you glued Crypto's face to the ground, or at least somebody's? Mirage, what are you doing? Enough, Valkyrie, what are we up against? And then it goes on. So what? It says, hey, engineers are helpful. If you want a giant weed whacker, would you rather glue people's faces to the ground? Whatever Crypto said I did, he's lying. Enough. Valkyrie, what are we up against? I encountered the vines when I found my dad's Titan. No matter what I tried, they wouldn't come off. Found research papers in the wreckage, tracked down one of the scientists. They were genetically modifying the vines, weaponizing them, called it Project Legacy. What do you expect from a planet like Typhon? This thing's from Typhon, but those ships aren't IMC or Ares. Indeed, they're not Deary. The serial numbers have been scratched off and the flight logs wiped clean. Whoever sent this monstrosity didn't want to be found out. Hey. Back that one up. That was a bash off my desk for one of the buttons. While the rest of you debate history of a plant, I need to know how to keep Anita alive. I'll deal with who sent it later. Careful what you say, Loba. One of us could be a mole. Too soon? What did you say? Too soon? Dr. Caustic, we've discussed this. Your attitude, because a new patient was just admitted. Do your worst, Miss Paquette. You going to electrocute me again? I get to watch 203 people die. Why would I want a cure? Told you. Her name is Katrina Tikacek, but she also goes by the name Mystic. That name ring any bells, Doctor? This is Mystic's doing? Are you kidding me? Crypto's handler? Helpful. Guess that's why Crypto jumped in the games, huh? Get away from a lunatic. Who the hell do you think you are? How did she get infected? Why is she on Olympus at all? How should I know? Mystic and I, don't you dare say that name. Hey, she raised me too. Stop it, both of you. Aggression. The others are asking questions. I didn't say anything. I wouldn't. You told Watson we have no secrets. Enough. I'll stall them inside, but stop wasting time, both of you. If that's what you need to tell yourself. After your funeral, your father died of a broken heart and your mother would have done the same. Do you know what kept her going? Finding an orphanage for sale. She knew that if she gave up her precious son, would never forgive her, even in death. That's how highly she thinks of you. That is the pedestal you're on. That's how much she loves you. And you're content to watch her die. And Dr. Caustic walks. Forget him. We're trying to figure out how they're able to pull this off. They'd need a roadmap, a blueprint, something in nature that already has this trait. Find that, dear, and you'll find your cure. So the scientist who made it. We'll need Bloodhound on your ship to track these damn things down. Bring the whole nest back if we have to. A mammoth-class arachnid, rare, emits toxic gas from its abdomen. Oh goody, giant killer. Toxic spiders, guess tiny cuddly hypoallergenic puppies are too much to ask for. They're called Carthage spiders. Ugh. Their agitoxins are used in my gas traps, but you want the enzyme they produce that nullifies the agitoxin. Thought you were done, we don't need your help. Except you do. I'm the only one who knows where to find the arachnids. They're indigenous to only one planet. Gaia. World's Edge, then. Pack your bags, boy. We're going home. So, are we all just avoiding the elephant in the dropship? Which is a metaphor for what, Grenadier? The nervous walk through customs, the dodgy look around Blue Heelers. Fess up, Doc. You're making sure that X doesn't know that you're back in town. You filthy tomcat, you. I hope you land ships better than your insane dead friend did, miscreant. Wow. Typical caustic attitude, huh? Don't tell me this is about the butt slap, mate. You earned it. He's friendlier than usual. He must approve. Wow, that's, yikes. And you vetted these guys? Airtight. Anita has the best security detail money can buy. You're a sweetheart, Jamie. Go home. Happy hunting, boss. You really care about her, huh? Why the bodyguards? A psychotic simulacrum has been vowed to murder everyone I love. Hate it when that happens. What's his beef? I condemned him to eternal suffering by making him immortal, if you'll excuse me. If Watson slips up, if my mother finds out I'm alive, she won't. We're both wanted men. She'll have a target on her back. Like you care. We're covered. Pathfinder isn't aware he knows in the first place, and Watson's word is her bond. Nobody else knows the truth, so back off. Pathfinder isn't aware that he knows in the first place. What, so it's Caustic's mother who makes Pathfinder? As always, you're incorrect, boy. One other knows. Prepare for life fighters. We're landing on the outskirts of the Styxian jungle. Our mission is unchanged. 3 spiders alive. We must prepare ourselves. They're better trackers than us. We are both hunters and prey. We trek on for friends, family, for Bangalore. And the hunt begins. This would be a whole lot easier if I flew us in from above the tree line. Carthage spiders live underground, we'd never see them. Those things are too big to hide. Valkyrie tripping up or lower? Valkyrie. Great. Whoa, sorry for that. Sorry, not sorry. Bloodhound said the spiders like moisture. We'll set up camp here. You're welcome? Yeah, nice try, Valkyrie. Later on. So this dance of revenge with a sim must put a dampener on your dating life. Plan on getting off the dance floor soon? He can't be killed thanks to me, so probably not. The bodyguard bill's gonna add up. What did he do? Sell wolfskin rugs? I wouldn't say that. He murdered my parents and threw my father's corpse down an elevator shaft where it landed at my feet. I was 9 years old. Not exactly your kind of bedtime story. Oh. You'd be surprised. Really think you get me, Kai? I know I got you. Underneath all that lipstick and bravado was a little girl who had her heart ripped out of her chest, and you won't stop until someone pays for what that girl lost. Valkyrie? All the trinkets, the power, the plays, it's all a practice run for him, and when you found him, you were relentless, unflinching, fearless, but here's the kicker. You got your revenge, but that little girl still doesn't have a heart. Valk, stop it. Damn, touching nerve. I don't know you, I was you, always looking over my shoulder, obsessed with the boogeyman, and that toxicity will sneak up behind you and eat you alive before you even know. Kyrie, get the shit out of the way. Devotion, huh? It's still alive, kinda. Bag it and let's get back to the what the crap. What is it about always having to look over your shoulder? Alexander Knox. Conquest is mine, you little ripper. 1 down, 2 to go. The others aren't back yet. No sign of them. Do not succumb to self-destruction, Fly, or all hope is but lost. Or hope is all but lost. I need to learn to read. You won't even take my hand, you hate me that much? Hatred is a petty emotion, irrelevant. Foolish to think someone who allowed his own mother to mourn his death has emotions at all. Indeed. Before Mystic found me, I'd have given anything to have a family, and you just threw yours away. Indeed. Do you know how many times she'd call me Alexander when I got in trouble? How many nights she cried herself to sleep? Where were you? Why weren't you there consoling her, easing her pain? Why didn't you? Where does the indeed the nest should be ahead fall into this one? I'm not actually sure on that. Because the cancer was supposed to kill me by now. You're sick? Whether I perish in a lab fire or a hospital, the hypothesis concludes the same. I'm already dead. And Crypto shouts Nox. With a kathunk. And darkness. Crypto, wake up. Where am I? I believe this is referred to as the parlour. Ah, shit. Ah, great, everyone's here. And where are the flies? Great. Freedom. Bash gets out. How, exactly? How the... How can you even see what you're doing? Same reason you can cough hit a bullseye through a gas cloud. And yes, I did just do that like the Blaze Blue. Get over it. God help me, I love when people just read out stage directions like that. Sometimes it's just funny. Not too often, though. The enzyme, you had it all along. Only enough to protect myself, not vaccinate hundreds. Free the others, grab Loba's spider, and let's go. Save your breath, Valk. Nothing would make Caustic happier than to see Crypto and I, what's the word? Exsanguinated. Where's the spider? In the cocoon, with me. No, without that enzyme, Bangalore would die. Without that enzyme, I'll die. Boba, throw me your bracelet. They're here, I'm not leaving without the spider. I'll get Bangalore's cure, but you have to trust me. Throw me the bracelet. Remember, I got you. I'll help you against the Horde, just get me out of here. Or I leave you, give you a hero's death, comfort your friends, grieve with our mother, and then everything you love, everything you stole from me, will once again be mine. Yeesh. Nobody will believe you, Caustic. Watson will never forgive you, none of them will. For the love of Galileo, boy, I cannot wait to shut you up for good. You talk too much. I'm alive. Miss Paquette, my mother, they need to be looked after if I'm gone. You despise me more than you'll ever know, but my death is imminent and I have no other options. I believe we are both out of those. Yeah, it's kinda right. After we found in the neighborhood. Bloody hell. If you all needed help, you should have just said something. Valkyrie, honor your namesake, save the brave souls still in the Slaughter while Fitzroy and I clear the way. Engines are running. Do we have the 3? We have 2. Caustic stole mine. The spider will be used to ensure my own survival. There are plenty. I made a woman a promise, you bastard. I made the woman a promise, you bastard. Gosh. Find your own damn cure. Sheesh. KO. They're just leaving them behind? Huh. Like I said, you got me. The jury's still out on that, but in the meantime I've got a date with a beautiful woman. She's a stickler for punctuality. There's a word in the Korean language, chenyom. It means resignation. Accept the way of the world, resign yourself to the truth, good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter, recognize it for what it is, reality. Whether you like it or not. I need to tell something. I need to tell you something about your mom. Who is that over there? 3 live spiders, Dr. Summers. Now let's start pulling up some weeds. Where you going, Lobes? Told you, I got a date. Take Horizon for example, she still doesn't know it yet, but the serum will only stop the vines from growing further. What's already embedded, however, can't be undone. For now at least, we're stuck with him. Oh well, Chen Yun. Or Loba, our unlikely knight who has saved the life of her princess and looks to her reward. Have you seen Loba yet? She just woke up, for Pete's sake. I want a little bow chicka meow meow. Ha! Girl, you better check that at the door. Loba and I, we're just friends. Oh, that's actually hurt Loba. Yeah, that's how the cards are dealt. Chen Yum. Transporting her to her facility on Gaia with little access to visitors. Hopefully Miss Paquette was there. She saved her life. Can we see her before she goes? Only family. Which one of you is Miss Tikachek's son? He is her son, Dr. Mikhail Caustic. But it should be you. Caustic's actually pleased with this. Didn't you say you didn't want your mother to find out you were alive? What's with the sudden change of heart and feelings? Why did you do that? Who knows when you'll get to see her again. Here's what she's leaving behind, her legacy. So are you. No, Natalie. This is my legacy. My gift to her for all she's done for me is to see her son alive again. Hello, Mother. Chen Yum. And they concluded on Twitter. A little bit different. Wouldn't you agree? Now, I read that terribly. And I'm not going to make any apologies for it. The only way I'm going to be able to read it again is if it sticks around. Maybe I'll do it with more theatrics, maybe I won't. Truth be told, I just don't have the energy to do these kinds of videos for this stuff anymore. Not after an 8-hour shift at work. Plenty of other things to do. And a lot of other bullshit to get done in time. So, with that out of the way, and the end of Season 9 looming soon, I'll be seeing everyone later. Until next time. Bye for now.